Ozzy the Beagle. Ozzy is one of the 4,000 Invigo beagles that came out of the Invigo Laboratories and breeding facility last year out of West Virginia. So, as you can see, he's an enthusiastic boy, but he does have some odd fears, and a towel is one of them. So here we have, and we're just going to work on a little bit of desensitization to this object. And as you can see, he's more interested in the food than he is to this, and that's totally fine. I like that. He is very food motivated. Not all dogs have the same motivation towards food. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of just keeping this towel in one area, and I'm encouraging him to walk towards it by letting him have some treats out of my hand. And I'm just kind of slowly feeding him these treats one at a time. I'm going to let him back away from the towel, and I'm going to keep the towel in the exact same spot. That one dropped on my leg. Here you go, buddy. He says, but there's more food over there. You want this kibble? No? You want the bowl? Okay. Well, the food doesn't come from the bowl. The food comes from my hand. And this time, I'm going to put the towel down. And he's not super scared of the towel. He's less scared of the towel than he was the other day. I'm going to drop it just like that. And I'm going to give him some treats. And I'm going to stop giving him treats. And I'm going to pull it off. And now I'm going to give him some more treats. And I'm going to tell him he's a good boy. Yes, you are a good boy. Yes, you are. And I'm going to hold up the towel again. And anytime he comes forward towards this bowl over here that's on this table, I'm just going to hold real still. Good boy. I'm just going to drop this towel again right over top of his little noggin. Good boy. And we still have tail wagging. Good boy. I'm going to pull the towel away. Good boy, Ozzy. Good boy, Ozzy. Now I'm just going to do something a little bit different so that his brain doesn't get stuck on thinking about the towel. I'm going to switch the hand that my treats are in. I'm going to let him see that this hand is empty. Good boy. And I'm going to pet him on the shoulder first, and then I'm going to reach down and I'm going to pick up his foot while he is still taking treats individually out of my hand. When he tries to pull his foot back like that, I'm not going to hold or grab onto the foot. I'm just going to stop giving treats like this. Good boy. And as soon as he stops trying to pull that foot back from me, I'm going to let his foot go. It's not about the longevity of how long we can keep hold of his foot. I just want to touch it for right now. Why are these things important, you ask? Why is being touched with a towel important for a pet? Because if he's getting a bath, I need to be able to dry him off. Or if he's been outside in the rain, we need to be able to dry off his little feet, and we need to be able to dry him off as well. Let's just pretend that he got a little nervous and backed away when I started moving the towel forward, so I moved it back. So I'm just going to do like this a few times. Good boy, until he's no longer trying to evacuate the area while that towel gently swings toward him. Because this towel is not going to hurt you. This towel is not going to hurt you. I've also found out that he's more afraid of white towels than other colors. Dogs do in fact see in color, just to let you know. They only cannot see red and green. They're red-green colorblind. Every other color on the spectrum they can see. That we can see, you know. Good boy. I'm just going to pull it away. Good boy. So we have a beautiful holiday, Christmassy type of deal going on here. Good boy. Now this right here is real progress. Him just kind of sitting here with the towel on his head. And like I said, we've worked on this before. So the other day when we were doing this, terrified, absolutely would back up, run around until the towel fell off. That's okay. We like improvements. And I'm just going to show it to him. That's all right. He said he doesn't care about it. Totally fine. I'm just going to put the towel over there, and I'm going to touch his foot again. So you see what I'm doing? I'm kind of alternating. I'm spending a few seconds on one behavior, and then I'm working on something slightly different, but still in the same realm of behaviors. That's okay. Good boy. Good boy. And I also want to note, if he starts pulling away, I'm not going to lure him back towards me with the treats. I'm just going to, good boy. He didn't even try to pull his foot away that time, so he just keeps getting treats. Good Good boy. And again, notice, I'm just picking these feet up, and he doesn't like his feet touched. That's okay. So instead of going for his foot, I'm just going to pet him. Because I don't want him to think that just because I'm going to pet you, I'm going to do something that you don't necessarily like. I want the opposite. Okay? The singular kibble is not enough. Good boy. Good boy. And again, this time I'm just going to pet him. I'm not going to go for his foot. Anytime you're dealing with a dog that especially has fear-based, that is my finger. Anytime you're dealing with a dog that has especially fear-based behavior, always go super slow. You may not feel like you're going at the speed that you want. It's not about what you want, and it's not about what speed you would like to go. It's about what speed your dog is comfortable with learning. Just like a kid, so I'm really bad at math. Always have been, always will be. If someone were to say, you have to learn a certain, we'll just say trigonometry, you have to learn trig in a certain amount of time, I'd probably fail at that because I'm kind of slow when it comes to math, right? Now, if I were to tell Ozzy, hey, I need you to sniff out a bag of treats, dude would be on that like stink on poop, you know what I'm saying? So you notice, I started up here with a single finger at the shoulder, and then I'm working my way down to his foot. And he's going to find that treat that fell there on my leg, and I'm going to go right back to it. And now I'm gently just going to, good boy, good boy. See, notice he didn't try to pull his foot away from me. Very nice. Good boy, good boy. And you see how that time I was able to pick up and hold his foot for just a little bit longer. That's all we want. And why is picking up feet important? Tons of reasons you need to pick up a dog's feet. Not like a horse, you don't pick them every now and again. However, what you do need to do is their toenails need to be trimmed. And we'll just say, something happens, they stepped on a sharp stick or something out in the yard playing. Well, what if they have a little cut or abrasion on their foot? We need to be able to pick up their feet without them being fearful of us. And we need to be able to handle their entire body. Also why we like towels. And you can not just use, or you can use things other than towels as well. Excellent. He let me cover his eyes up. That is super, super good boy. I'm just going to let him lick the rest of this little bowl here, because that is his dinner. Now, if you ever hear me say, make your dog work for their food, like work for their meal, work for their dinner, work for their breakfast, this is what I mean. I don't mean sit there and hand feed. If you also hear me say, hand feed your dog their meal, this is what I mean. I don't mean just sit there and put your hand, yeah, that's terrifying. I don't just mean sit there and put your hand in their food and just hand it to them. Make them work for it. They like it. They like thinking. They like working. If you notice, a lot of that time his tail was wagging. See, we enjoy it, and it helps him build confidence as well. For him, that is the main thing, is that confidence booster. You're a good boy. Good boy. Yes, you are. And that's all we're going to do for right now. Short, sweet, simple, to the point. Thank you. See, thank you for helping, Ozzy.